The ratings for the long-running series American Pickers have decreased by 100,000 since the inaugural episode, and fans of the show have been quite vocal about their desire for the History Channel to end the show. Mike and Robbie Wolfe, John Jersey John Chalet, and Danielle Colby were the stars of the debut episode of the 26th season of American Pickers, which aired on October 9. Only 565,000 viewers tuned in to watch the debut, which featured Mike, who is 60 years old, searching through Evil Knievel artifacts. In spite of the fact that it was shown on October 16th, the second episode of the season received ratings that were even lower. The United States Sun is able to reveal in an exclusive manner that Wolfman and the Automagons only garnered 463,000 views, representing a decline of more than 100,000 viewers in just 1 week. The following is an excerpt from the episode's description. On a California dream pick, the competitive pinball wizard Wolfe brothers meet coin-op king Dirk at his enormous poultry barn turned private arcade. The sitcom has been on the air for a total of 26 seasons, and fans have taken to social media to demand that it be canceled. An individual who is a fan of the show wrote, "This show needs to go. Cancel this show, it's a husk of what it was." A third individual stated, "It was never good. The buying and selling market was completely destroyed by this show." The question, "Will American Pickers continue?" was posed by third. The ratings for Season 26. The launch of Season 25, which consisted of 2 episodes and took place in December 2023, has been significantly reduced to this point. There were 723,000 people who watched the first episode of Classic Car Cemetery, whereas the second episode of the premiere, Hidden Cash Stash, had ratings that dropped to 676,000. A total of 880,000 viewers tuned in to watch the third episode, and those figures remained relatively stable for the remainder of the month following that. The number of viewers reached a staggering 948,000 by the time the show aired on January 24. Throughout the most of February, the numbers continued to decline, with the lowest rating being on February 14 with 774,000 viewers, and the greatest rating occurring on February 28 with 966,000 viewers. There were 832,000 people who watched the final episode, which aired on March 27. The most recent time ratings fell into the 500 zeros was on August 30, 2023, when there were 554,000 viewers attending the event. Before Frank Fritz was terminated from the series in the year 2020, the show had already attracted more than 1 million viewers. Jerry Gendreau, a close friend of Frank's, had earlier shared with the United States Sun that the series has not been the same since the absence of the actor. The show, in my opinion, is not even close to being as fantastic as it was. Given the ratings, it is not necessary for me or anyone else to be the one who is thinking that. The entire country is aware that it is not what it was. Jerry Gendreau also shared with the United States Sun that Frank might have been able to return to the show if it weren't for the health problems he was experiencing. If I were to compare Mike and Frank to Jerry Lewis and Dean Martin, I would say that they are similar. It is possible that Jerry Lewis Frank was far more vital for the show than he was first thought to be. Being the Jerry Lewis all the time is a really difficult task to accomplish. If Frank hadn't been dealing with his health problems, I believe he would have returned, and he did have a number of significant health problems. Between the ages of 25 and 30, he began to experience symptoms of Crohn's disease. This bowel condition, known as Crohn's disease, is characterized by inflammation in the digestive tract. An explanation was given by Jerry regarding how Frank's spontaneity contributed to his popularity among viewers on the show. He was truly the comedian who popped out with some of the weirdest and dumbest things that you just go, "Wow," Jerry added. He was a true comedian. He left his imprint on the annals of history. To the end of the road, the stars have reportedly signed on for 3 more seasons following the current one, according to a prior story from the United States Sun. However, despite the contract, it was previously reported by the United States Sun that Mike and Robbie are getting close to the conclusion of the series. An anonymous insider had earlier stated to the United States Sun, "I do not know how long the show will last. I have no idea how much longer Mike and Robbie will choose to continue doing this. I believe that they would like to retire at some point in the future. It's a strain on your life, and they've been doing this for a substantial amount of time," Mike's pal disclosed. "It's like, we're on the road again, whenever they're around." The source asserted, "I don't have time to do either of these things. I don't have time to do either of them. Like any other work, it's a love-hate relationship. Some days you don't wish you had that job, and you could do whatever you wanted. Some days you're all excited about your job," the friend stated in conclusion. Away from the SAJOU. In addition to his work on American Pickers, Mike has been concentrating on other ventures. These include the operation of his bike shop, Columbia Motor Alley, as well as his vacation rental business, Two Lanes Guest House, which is located in Columbia, Tennessee, and Le Claire, Iowa. Due to the fact that he rents out his homes to various enterprises, the reality star also owns a number of properties in the cities of Le Claire and Columbia. The small town of Columbia, Tennessee, has been undergoing a revitalization project by Mike, with the goal of attracting fresh life and business to the area. It was Frank's last bow. The last edition of Frank's show aired in March of 2020. His back surgery, which resulted in 185 stitches and 2 rods being placed in his spine, caused him to leave the program in order to heal. Over the course of his vacation, Frank was able to shed 65 pounds and take steps toward leading a healthy lifestyle, including abstaining from alcohol. Mike said that he was officially terminated from his position in 2021, despite the fact that he had expressed his desire to return to the series following his absence.